Hey guys, what's up? I'm Sammy.
And I'm Sam.
And this is Album Reviews.
Well, each week we'll focus on a couple albums and tell you of our honest opinions of them, whether you should buy them or not.
This week we're focusing on Christina Aguilera's Lotus
and Malcolm Moore's new album, The Heist.
Let's start with Christina Aguilera's new album, Lotus. The album was released on November 13th and was a huge improvement from Bionic, but lacks a unified genre and was full of catchy pop songs, ballads, and confused, weird electronica music. The song Your Body is fun and upbeat and makes you want to dance. Then there's Shut Up, which doesn't fit on the album by adding too many electronic elements and trying to take on more of a rapping style. The song has way too much going on, and honestly, overall, it was just bad. What do you think about that song?
Honestly, I really didn't like it at all. It reminded me of a bit of Nicki Minaj, and I'm not really a huge fan of her.
Yeah, it was like she was trying to be Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. But overall, the two best songs on that album had to be the ones with her voice co-stars. The first one is Make the World Move with CeeLo Green, and it was catchy and shows Christina Aguilera's ability to belt high notes. And then there's my personal favorite and probably the best song on the album, Just a Fool with Blake Shelton. It's an extremely powerful duet, and just anybody that's ever gone through a really tough breakup will be able to relate to this song. Plus, Christina and Blake's voices just sound completely amazing together. Overall, the album was okay, and Christina fans should probably check it out. What did you think?
For the most part, I liked the album. For Christina, I really think she's a talented artist, and for the most part, I think true Christina Aguilera fans will appreciate the album. But if I've never really heard Christina Aguilera ever in my entire life before, and this is my first album, it might be a miss.
Yeah, it's
if I was to rate the album on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 5 or a 4.5.
Yeah, her previous albums were so much better than this.
Yeah. The Heist is Malcolm Moore's debut album, used by a longtime friend, Ryan Lewis. Together, they deliver a unique hip-hop sound you just won't find anywhere else. In the album, the Seattle native documents the story of his own success. Each song on the album tackles a different subject, from his battle with drug addiction in the song Starting Over, to showcasing how eager he was to sign his first major record deal in the song Jimmy Levine. The album isn't all serious, as Malcolm Moore reveals the humor in his music with the song Thrift Shop. What's your take on Thrift Shop?
I thought that song was hilarious. I love how it's literally talking about like going and buying your grandpa's old clothes and like wearing them out to the club. It's so funny. I think it's one of my favorites on the album.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. But my favorite part of it is how he's rocking around in like a really huge fur coat. That's perfect.
Yes.
Height's overall quality resembles Childish Gambino's debut album, Camp. This is because of the album's use of live instruments and children's choirs. That really adds to its allure. That is why I believe it makes it one of 2012's must-have albums. Well, having that, what did you think about it?
I loved the overall album. I thought it was amazing. I'd honestly never heard of him before until we had reviewed this album. And to anybody out there that's never heard of Malcolm Moore before, you definitely need to check this out. You feel like you know him when you're listening to the stories that he has to say.
Yeah, my favorite part of the album is the fact that like every single song has a different agenda to it. Like he just tackles a really large array of subjects, from gay marriage to to thrift shopping, and it's really just a personal album for him.
Yeah, like you hear the story of his life almost. Like you can understand where he came from.
Like you can tell it's a labor of love.
Yes.
Well, that's all we have in store for you this week. Obviously, we do voice our opinions, but you have the final say, and you can find both of these albums
on iTunes or Amazon.
Perfect. That's all we have time for. Have a good week.
Bye, guys.